9 business ideas that will work even in a recession. Begin now. Things may feel tight. Prices are going up. Just don't feel safe. And it can seem like this is the worst time to try something. You think you need a strong economy to start a business, but the truth is, some of the most profitable businesses are built during a recession. And what I'm about to show you will change how you see money forever. But what if this moment is actually your chance? In the next few minutes, you'll discover 9 powerful business ideas you can start right now, even if the economy is crashing. These ideas are simple. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to be ready to act. These are not random ideas. One works because it solves real problems people still have, no matter what is happening in the world. And when you solve problems, you get paid. But make sure you stay till the end, because the last idea is different. It has the power to grow fast and change your financial future if you take it seriously. So if you're tired of waiting, tired of struggling, and ready to take control of your life, this might be the video that starts it all. Section 1. Every day things are getting more expensive. Food costs more. Transport costs more. Even the small things you used to buy without thinking now feel heavy on your pocket. You may have noticed that the same money you had last year cannot do the same work today. At the same time, jobs don't feel safe anymore. People are losing jobs. Others are working long hours but still feel stuck. You wake up early, do your best, and still, it feels like it's not enough. The effort is there, but the reward is not growing. This is where the pressure starts to build. You may begin to ask yourself, what if things get worse? If prices keep rising? If income stays the same, or even drops? That fear is real. And many people are feeling it right now, even if they don't say it out loud. It can make you feel stuck. No matter how hard you try, you are not moving forward. You might even start to doubt yourself. You may think, maybe I'm not doing enough, maybe I'm the problem. But here is the truth you need to. You're not lazy, the system is just tighter now. The way money works is changing. The old path of just working harder is no longer enough for many people. Effort does not always mean more income anymore. And that can feel frustrating. But this moment is also a signal. It is showing you that something needs to change. Not your effort, but your approach. Because while many people feel stuck, some are finding new ways to move forward. They are not waiting for things to get better. They are adjusting, learning, and taking action in a different way. And that difference is what separates those who struggle from those who grow, even in hard times. Section 2. Here is something most people don't see. A recession does not kill opportunity, it shifts it. Money does not disappear. It just moves. People do not stop spending. They just become more careful about how they spend. They stop buying things they don't need and focus on what really matters. Think about it. Even in hard times, people still eat. They still need help. They still look for ways to save time, reduce stress, and solve problems. In fact, during tough times, these needs become even stronger. This is where many people miss it. They see fear, but they don't see the change in demand. When money is tight, people look for better, faster, and cheaper solutions. They want value. They want things that make life easier or help them survive. And they are willing to pay for that. That is why some businesses grow even faster during a recession. Not because the economy is good, but because they are solving urgent problems. For example, if someone helps people save money, find jobs, fix things, or learn useful skills, that service becomes more important when times are hard. The need is clear. The value is shown. And people respond. So the real question is not, is this a bad time? The real question is, what problems are people trying to solve right now? Once you see that, everything starts to change. Instead of feeling stuck, you begin to see chances. Instead of waiting, you begin to think. You start to look at the world in a new way. And this is the shift you need to. Crisis creates demand for smarter solutions, not louder ideas, more effort, smarter solutions. When you understand this, stop fearing the moment and start using it. Because the people who win in hard times are not always the strongest. They are the ones who see what others miss and act on it. Section 3. Now that you see the truth, let's make it simple. There is a type of business that can work even when times are hard. It is called a recession-proof business. This does not mean it is perfect. It does not mean it has no risk. But it means it can survive and even grow when the economy is down. And the reason is simple. It follows 3 clear rules. First, it solves urgent problems, not wants, needs. These are problems people cannot ignore. Things that save time, reduce stress, or help them get through the day. When a business does this, people will always look for it. Second, it has a low startup. You don't need big money to begin. You can start small with what you have. This makes it easier to take action and reduces the risk if things don't go as planned. Third, it is flexible. Can work online or offline. This means you can reach more people. You are not stuck in one place. You can adjust based on what is happening around you. When a business follows these 3 rules, it becomes strong. It can bend without breaking. It can grow even when others are struggling. This is the system you need to focus on. Not random ideas. Not guessing. A clear way to choose what works. Because once you have the right system, your chances of success become much higher. And here's the best part. Every idea I'm about to show you follows these rules. That means you are not just learning ideas, you are learning a pattern, a way to think, a way to build, something that can last. So as you listen, don't just pick what sounds good. Look for what fits you and what solves real problems. Because that is where real money starts. Section 4. Now let's make this real with simple ideas you can start right away. First, freelance skills. If you can write, design, or edit videos, you already have something valuable. People and businesses need help but don't have time to do it. If you help a business create posts or videos, and they pay you for your work. Second, digital products. Can create simple ebooks, guides, or templates. You make it once and sell it many. For example, you help people learn a skill or stay organized and they pay to download it. Third, social media management. Many small businesses want to grow online but don't know how. You help them post content, reply to messages, and grow their page, and they pay you every. Fourth, online tutoring or skill coaching. If you know something well, you can teach it. Could be school subjects or simple skills. You help someone learn step by step and they pay for your time. Fifth, affiliate marketing. Don't need your own product. You share other people's products using your link. When someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. Sixth, mini importation or reselling essentials. You buy useful items at a lower price and sell them at a profit. Focus on things people need every day. You help people get what they need and you earn from the difference. Seventh, cleaning or maintenance services. Homes and offices always need cleaning or fixing. You offer a simple service, do a good job and get paid per visit or per job. Eighth, content creation. Start a YouTube or TikTok page in a simple niche. Share helpful or interesting. As your audience grows, you earn from ads, deals, or products. Ninth, problem-solving local services. This can be errands, delivery, or small repairs. You help busy people save time or fix problems, and they pay you for the help. Each of these ideas is simple. Each one solves a real problem. And each one can start small and grow if you stay consistent. Section 5. Now you may be wondering, why do these ideas work so well, even in hard times? The answer is simple. Comes down to how people think and how money moves. When people feel fear, they become more careful. They don't want to waste money. But at the same time, are more willing to pay for things that truly help them. If something can save them time, reduce stress, or fix a real problem, they will choose it faster. This is how human behavior works. In good times, people spend freely. In hard times, people spend wisely. But they still spend. And this is where your opportunity is. Convenience also becomes more valuable. When life feels hard, people don't want extra stress. They look for easier ways to get things done. If you can make something faster, simpler, or clearer, people will notice. And they will pay for that ease. Now let's look at the logic behind it. Most of these ideas cost little. To start, you don't need a big office. You don't need expensive tools. Means your risk is low. You can start small, learn as you go, and grow step by. Also, many of these ideas are digital. This means you can reach more people without being in one place. Can serve one person today and 10 tomorrow without much extra cost. That's how growth happens. And here is the key idea you must remember. The less people want to waste money, the more they pay for value. If what you offer is useful, clear, and solves a real problem, people will not see it as a cost. They will see it as help. That is why these ideas work. Not because they are special, but because they match what people truly need, especially when times are hard. Section 6. Now let's talk about what stops most people. The first mistake is waiting for the perfect time. Many people think they need everything to be ready before they start. More money, more skills, more confidence. So they wait, and nothing happens. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. The longer you wait, the more chances you miss. The second mistake is trying too many ideas at once. You see one idea today, another tomorrow, and you try to do all of them. But this only leads to confusion. You start, then stop, then switch again. And in the end, nothing grows. Focus is what builds results. Idea, done well, is better than many ideas done halfway. The third mistake is copying without understanding. It is easy to see what someone else is doing and try to do the same. But if you don't understand why it works, you will struggle. Works for one person may not work for you the same way. You need to learn the basics, then adjust it to fit your own path. The last mistake is giving up too early. This is the biggest trap. Many people start with energy, but when results are slow, they stop. They think it is not working. But success takes growth takes patience. What you start today may not show results tomorrow, but it will grow if you stay with it. And this is the truth most people don't want to hear. Most people don't fail because the idea is bad. They fail because they never stay long enough to win. If you can avoid these mistakes, you give yourself a real chance. Not just to start, but to finish strong. Section 7. Now let's look at what can happen if you stay consistent. You don't need to start big. In fact, it's better to start small. One idea, one skill, one step at a time. The beginning, your goal is simple: earn your first money. Then you grow. As you keep working your skills, get better. You understand people more. You learn what works and what does not. And slowly, your income begins to increase. This is how progress works. You start with one skill, maybe writing, design, or helping people solve a problem. Then you get your first client. It may not pay much, but it builds your confidence. Next, you improve your work. Get better results. More people begin to trust you. Then you raise your price. Not too fast, but step by step. As your income grows, your time becomes more valuable. You can't do everything alone anymore. So you bring in help. You teach someone else to do part of the work. Now you are not just working, you are building. This is where things begin to change. You move from earning small money to building something that can grow without you doing everything. And with time, you gain freedom. Freedom from stress. Freedom from depending on one source of income. Freedom to make choices that are better for your life. But it all starts small. You don't jump to the top. You climb step by step. And this is the vision you need to hold on to. What starts as survival can turn into independence. If you stay patient, stay focused, and keep moving forward, the same small idea you start today can become something much bigger than you imagined. Section 8. Now bring it all together. You have seen the problem. Understand the shift. You know the system. And you have real ideas you can start today. So what really matters now? Your choice. Because the truth is simple. A recession doesn't decide your future, your actions do. Hard times can slow you down, but they don't have to stop you. They can push you to think better, act smarter, and take control of your path. You don't need to do everything. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Start with one idea that makes sense to you. One problem you can solve. One skill you can use. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. Then take the first step. It may feel small. It may feel slow, but it counts. And as you move, you will learn. As you learn, you will grow. And as you grow, your results will change. This is how people move from struggle to stability, and from stability to freedom. But it only works if you stay with it. Not for one day, not for one, but long enough to see real change. So remember this. The best time to start is not when things are easy, it's when you decide you're tired of struggling. That moment, that decision can change everything. So don't wait. Pick one idea. Start today. Don't stop.